Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles Clippers. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And a quick look here before we tip off at the State Farm starting lineups. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Chris Paul.
And part of what makes CP3 so special, Kevin, is the pace with which he plays. He's always under control. The ability to break down defenses, but without being out of control and getting going too fast. That's what I love about him, just watching him play with that great flow.
Yeah, he can cross you up and drop you off and make you look bad in the process. I mean, that's why he's such a terrific point guard. He's a natural leader. Guys typically rally around his presence as well as his voice. He knows how to help people get their shots, the ones they want. He's just a pure winner and a terrific player to watch.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Back to Griffin. The pass to Butler. Outside Griffin. Pass to Paul. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Paul goes in, 1 second left. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in the tie. Let's take a quick break now. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
Pretty impressive quarter for this club, showing great confidence in their ability to come out and play well.
Steve, I agree. I mean, they've been the more aggressive team early on, and it shows.
So with Paul on the bench, here's who's on the floor now for Vinny Del Negro. On the wings, it's Crawford and Grant Hill. Griffin is out there with Odom, and it's Bledsoe in at the one spot. Douglas the pass to Asik, and that one's good.
You know, it is really hard to miss shots that close to the basket.
Here's Odom. Kicks it to Griffin. Back to Odom. The three is launched. Rebounded by Lamb. Asik with it. Douglas kicks to Patterson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Gets the bucket.
Oh, and their offense scorching now. Red hot. They've really turned it on.
I don't think they can play any better, guys. I mean, they are just making it look easy out there.
Here's Bledsoe, defended by Douglas. Crawford kicks to Griffin. Puts it up. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Lamb. And he beat the buzzer. But it's no good. Second quarter ends in a tight one.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Tipping off that.
A view here of the skyline over Los Angeles, California, as we welcome you back.
You know, the Clippers had an excellent season a year ago. They really revamped their roster. They added Chris Paul. Obviously, the development of Blake Griffin was a major factor as well. And one thing they did a nice job of was winning at home. They controlled the floor at Staples Center.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the five for Kevin McHale. Patterson plays down low with the sheet. Kevin Martin and Chandler Parsons at the 2 and 3. And it's Lin in at the point.
That's what he's all about. That's who he is, retrieving those misses and exploding right back to the bucket.
Prime example of it right there, no question. Good point, Clark.
Yeah, great rebounder and a great finisher, so that's a difficult combination to deal with for the defense.
Gets it to go. 24-9, Steve, the mark for the Clippers at home, and that is exactly the kind of turnaround they were hoping for with Clark, all the changes they made.
And you're right, Kevin. I mean, the fans came out and supported them, too. Part of it was the winning, but they are just an extremely exciting team to watch and should stay that way for some time. You know, he may not have the elevation or the hops. He doesn't need it, though. The big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high flying for the little guys, Clark. You're right.
Yeah, well, sometimes it looks like he's pinned to the ground, but when he gets positioned like that, he can put it down. Love the finish there. Not much defense, though.
Now here's Paul to end the run. Lays out. And it's Butler missing. Here's Martin. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth. Now Lynn. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Crawford and Butler out on the perimeter. Odom out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul in at the point guard. Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Unbelievable shot there. He busted out the trick release and left the defender dazed and confused.
And he commits the intentional foul. A different look for the Clippers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Houston also making some changes. Ashik has checked in for Monty Eunice. Patterson comes in for White. And Delfino is subbed in for Chandler Parsons.
I think Ashik is one of the most underrated defensive centers in the game. Kevin really fortifies this club's front court rotation, brings a ton of energy, covers ground, and avoids fouls too, which is important.
Yeah, just her natural sense of where to be on rotations during a play set, all the different schemes, right place at the right time. More physical than you might think too. He's definitely a banger.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one. Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock.
And where's the defense? I mean, this has been pathetic at both ends.
Yeah, it has been pathetic defensively, but it's been exciting from an offensive standpoint. But if you like defense, then neither one of these teams deserves to win.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, that's all she wrote. I think he sealed the deal with those free throws.
Paul gets to Billups. Launches a 3. Good work defensively by Martin. The 3 can't get it to fall. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets.